Good food is not everything when it comes to health, but without it, everything is nothing. Welcome to our show, Kitchen Treasures. In our kitchen, you will discover lots and lots of treasures. When I say treasures, these are treasures that can actually prevent diseases, treasures that will improve your immune system, and obviously, these treasures are the natural food, your fruits and vegetables, nuts and grains. We want these treasures to really be very effective, and actually you can get it best from indigenous vegetables and fruits and grains. This time we have a very special cooking class to improve the treasure in your kitchen, and this is actually fresh salad, and we want it indigenous, and it is available anywhere in Asia Pacific. We call it the lato salad, seaweed salad. And I'm inviting again my friend, Good. Mean here is with me while she is taking a break from editing all these materials in Hcbn. Come here, Mean. While you are resting, maybe you can
Hello,
help
Doc.
me here. Okay,
Hi, everyone.
Mean here is a very talented lady doing so many stuff here in He Is Coming Broadcasting Network. But you know what? She's also a very good cook. And she has lots of strategies, secrets in the kitchen. You know, when I say strategy sometimes, it's unthinkable that they sometimes combine several vegetables, especially the native vegetables, and it becomes delicious. So
I once tried actually before. It was like an experiment dish. They didn't like it.
What's the experiment? What was
I forgot.
that dish?
I forgot the dish, but it was vegetable. It was soup.
And
it was vegetable soup, and the
the
combination.
the stuff.
Yeah, the combination
Did not
was
eat
bad.
So anyway, if the combination is bad, still continue experimenting because later on you'll find that it will become good. And once you have tried several combinations and you discover that it's really good, that's the time you can share it in our show here in Kitchen
Yes.
Treasures. Okay, so here comes the lato. Lato actually is seaweed. We have washed this already. This is fresh seaweeds. In local term, we call it lato. Now, if you have equivalent name to this, at least you have an idea of the shape. By the way, there are lots and lots of varieties of seaweeds, and there are lots and lots also of cookeries and preparation when it comes to the kind and the variety. Now, this time, we will be turning this into salad. And basically, we will be needing tomatoes, huh?
Oh yes.
So, we
We have
need
tomatoes here. How many do you
tomatoes
want?
and
Doc?
onions. Maybe 3 pieces.
All right, 3 pieces coming up.
And then 1 onion.
Okay, one
now, we have right now the purple onion, but if you will be using the sweet onions, yeah, you can add more. But this time it's purple, so just a little because it has a very strong flavor. By the way, the seaweed here is very rich in iodine. Everybody knows that iodine is very important, particularly to our thyroid function. So we need to give nourishment to the thyroid so that we can prevent sickness like goiter. So those of you who are vegetarian, this is one of the best sources of your iodine. Iodine can prevent you from having goiter. So let's try to mix this. So we have already washed the...
I'll go get our magic knife.
Then I'll peel the onion. Now, this is basic.
How should I do this, Doc? Is it like the
It's
circle or any?
Any.
All right.
If you make it circle, there's another beauty. But if you turn it cubes.
Okay, I'll do it. in
Okay.
cubes.
Now, by the way, this is just basic. And if you want to make some modifications, there are lots of modifications. We can put a little of calamansi. If you want really the real mixture of lato. And sometimes you can even use lime or lemon Now this time we will be using just the plain.
The simplest.
Just mix it with tomatoes and onions.
This is actually my first time to meet this kind of seaweed. Because the ones I always see are those with
With a small
the
one.
branches,
And-
branchy like.
And it's light
seaweed.
color or yellow, yellow green, right?
Yes, the yellow
light yellow green. But this one is a little bit dark in color. By the way, as
different.
I have told you, there are lots of varieties. Now, there are lots of kind when it comes to seaweeds. And when you look at the water, the ocean, you can see that there are lots. There is another one, the guso.
Oh yeah,
The
I love
guso
guso,
is
yes.
like the it looks like coral, and it's green, and it's a little bit gummy in texture, and I really love that kind of seaweed. Now the technique for seaweed is you have to wash it with tap water. Okay? But if you will be serving this tomorrow, be sure that you have to put your seawater so that you can
Ooh.
preserve the freshness of the
It actually
seaweeds.
still smells like sea.
Yeah. Smells like fish.
Yes.
By the way, this is the best substitute for fish. Fish flavor
Fish
for
flavor.
vegetarian. No, I would rather mix this, extract the flavor and mix this to other dishes, and it becomes like fish. If I will be cooking tofu with, it's the sweet and sour tofu, that's the substitution for
Tofu.
fish, sweet and sour, and then you extract some of your seaweeds, or even nori can do. The nori is the dried seaweed, and that can actually give you the fish flavor of your tofu. So the tofu becomes like fish, sweet and sour.
Yeah, the
Sweet,
nori.
sour.
The nori is the one that's it's so flat like paper.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we can ask later on
Yes.
the nori if we can.
Oh yes, oh yes.
We can show it here. And I'm sure if this is not available, you substitute with nori. Okay, so we will be cutting this into small
Is this okay?
cuts.
Doc?
Yeah, the
Okay.
cube, the dice maybe. And then we are now ready to mix these three ingredients. By the way, we have already washed this. Wash it well,
Doc,
really.
can I ask you something? I mean, it's not in connection to the seaweeds, but what is the difference of this purple bulb onion and the white onions? Aside from
The taste.
yeah, the taste.
The nutritional composition can also vary from one variety to another. You keep on remembering that. In any kind of food, there's a slight nutritional differences comparing it in color and the variety and the kind and the species. We call it species in science. But at least they still have the same similarities when it comes to nutritional composition. Like tomatoes, there are lots of tomatoes, right? But if you compare the variety, you can also have a wide variety of nutritional combinations. So that's actually the technique. Same is true with the seaweeds. The amount of iodine also varies depending on the kind of the seaweeds. So God is really so good to us,
Yes.
creating all this kind of thing. We think that it is just tomato, the same with the other tomato, but it's not. Okay, we think it is just onions, maybe similar to other, but it's not.
We have a
okay?
lot of God has
Variety.
given us a lot of
Yeah.
variety, so that even eating won't be boring. Because a lot of people, I think that being a vegetarian, the food of vegetarians are really boring and they're tasteless. But I don't think being a vegetarian is that is boring at all.
Now, if you prepare it, combine it with other food, again, the nutritional composition becomes improves. Okay, so that's actually the technique. There's no such thing as one exact nutritional thing, nutritional composition when it comes to food, to natural food, because as it matures, it might even develop some of the nutritional, it might increase in other nutrient and in other mineral. when you cook, you can even enhance some of the phytochemicals in it. So it's really beautiful, no, thinking that we're eating a wide variety of nutrients. So here comes the salad.
So should we put the calamansi?
It's actually an option.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an option. But by this, you can have already...
This is good enough.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
good enough.
Okay.
And you don't need really to mix it well because the lato is so sensitive.
Yes. So should we put salt in it or just that?
No need
Wow.
because lato is already salty.
Yeah, it comes from the sea.
Yeah.
It's looking good now. And colorful.
And I can smell the nice flavor of the seaweeds.
Yeah, the smell of it is like, it's a great combination, the smell of seaweeds with the onion.
And tomatoes.
Yes, onion smell.
So it's easy, huh?
Yes, this is how
If
it
you
looks
will
like.
if you will be timing, try to count the hours, the minutes spent for this recipe. I think it's less than 3 minutes and you're done.
Yes.
Of course, after the washing and everything. And it's done after 3 minutes. You cut and then you mix, it's done after this simple. Now, we have another recipe here, and this is actually ampalaya.
Still salad, salad.
If this one can prevent you from goiter, this can actually improve your blood sugar, and this can actually improve your blood cholesterol. So this is now our ampalaya fresh salad.
Actually, in this cooking
Fresh
show, I think
ampalaya
we just
salad.
need to have one.
Yeah.
And then all we have to do is, I'm sure you guys know what to do. It's like you just cut it into half, and then you have to take this part out because it is not edible. Yeah, you
So-
can use the spoon. You can use the spoon and then all we have to do is, I'm sure you guys know what to do. It's like you just cut it into half, and then you have to take this part out because it is not edible. Yeah, you
So-
can use the spoon. You can use the spoon or some other people use knife.
The good thing in ampalaya is it is available whole year round.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
In Asia Pacific, it is all the time available, and it is not really expensive. And you can have a wide variety of preparation. Yeah, the best is of course salad, so that you can really appreciate conserve some of the nutrients that are so sensitive to heat. But if you're tired of eating ampalaya salad, you can shift to other recipe. One of my best recipes is ampalaya tofu sauté. It's the usual ampalaya that you're using. You put egg, right? Ampalaya egg with egg sautéed. But instead of egg, I put my tofu and it becomes so nice. But to turn my egg, my vegetarian egg from tofu, to turn really, it looks like egg, but it's from tofu.
Oh.
I need to put turmeric to my tofu so that it becomes a little bit yellow.
So the tofu becomes the ingredient that substitute
To
the
egg.
eggs. Okay.
Substitute to
Yes,
eggs.
yes.
So, but again, remember to put turmeric because tofu is white and it doesn't look like egg. So you need to add turmeric. Turmeric is yellow ginger,
Yes.
and it
Ooh.
is available in any grocery store, and it's cheap. It's not expensive. All you have to do is just put a dash of it, and it becomes yellow. And turmeric actually is good in flavoring. It has a very unique flavor.
Doc, I've heard a lot of mothers or this newly these mothers who just gave birth. I've heard a lot of them look for ampalaya, what do you call it? Ampalaya leaves, and they drink that.
Yeah, that's ampalaya leaves. And that can actually improve the milk production to the
no
lactating mom. Same is true with malunggay. Okay, same is true with when you eat your talbos ng kamote and you drink the soup. that can actually improve the milk production. We call it galactogog. And the best thing actually is putting more fluids in your diet so that you can improve the production of your milk. But again, it's nice to get it from the leaves, especially boiling the leaves and getting the soup and maybe extracting some of the nutrients from the leaves. That will improve the quality of the fluid or lactating moms.
So it's okay if for like lactating moms, it's okay if they don't really have the Ampalaya leaves, which I've often heard, like in the mountains they always prefer the Ampalaya leaves, but it's okay if we just have like talbos ng kamote or
you can use talbos ng kamote, alugbate, and any kind of vegetable soup. But the best thing to do actually is eat the Ampalaya leaves. The
really?
Best way is when you put that in mongo.
Oh, you put that in mongo?
Yeah, you saute your mongo, garlic and onions, and then put your boiled mongo, and then put your Ampalaya leaves. When I went to Myanmar, this is actually not a recipe for them. So I started teaching them Ampalaya with Ampalaya leaves and mongo. In Myanmar, they cook mongo but with malunggay and talbos ng kamote. But they were so shocked upon knowing that Ampalaya leaves can be placed to your mongo sauteed. In the Tagalog area, we keep on eating. This is one of the delicacies, Ampalaya and mongo together. Okay, so now you are slicing. You're slicing Ampalaya, and then we will be adding
tomatoes.
Still
a bit similar with this lato mixture.
And onions.
Yes.
By the way, this is Ampalaya, this is lato. If you want to experiment more, you can have the radish.
Yes, I love radish.
Same thing.
Radish is
By
great.
just adding tomatoes and onions, you can have radish salad. Or you can even have your yakon. Just add your tomatoes and onions, and that becomes your yakon salad. Or sometimes if you want banana blossom, okay, but you have to boil it.
Oh, yes.
You cannot eat it raw, okay? So all you have to do is boil your banana blossom, puso ng saging, banana blossom, and cut this into small pieces. Put, again, onions and tomato, and that becomes a salad. Okay? That becomes your banana blossom salad. So in this kind of thing, we can have a wide preparation. What other vegetables can we...
Sayote, is that possible?
Yeah, sayote can still be prepared like this. By the way, one best recipe is eggplant.
Ooh.
So you have to boil the eggplant and then again put tomato and just tomato and onions. You'll have a unique recipe. So later,
is it okay if because I've tasted the talong or the eggplant, they didn't boil it, but they kind of broiled it.
Yeah, the broiled talong is best. It has improved flavor and aroma comparing it to boiled.
Yes.
Yeah, it has more improved aroma than just the boiled.
And it's really nice if you put gata.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coconut milk is good.
So gata can be placed in eggplant, but not here. Okay, not here. Not to your lato.
Ooh, this is making me cry.
Yeah. The purple onion is really stronger than the white onion. So as you can see here, maybe we can put little salt.
Yeah, little salt. And I've seen a lot of people when they cook or when they have salad. I'm crying now. When they have salad, when they make Ampalaya salad, they kind of squeeze the salad. What do you prefer, Doc? I mean, they squeeze the Ampalaya before they...
It's hard to answer that question because many people hate Ampalaya. The reason why they're squeezing the juice is to remove the bitter flavor, or that's the reason why we call it bitter melon, bitter gourd. It's bitter, really. Now, if you will be squeezing it with, sometimes they use salt to squeeze Yeah, they're doing that just to remove the bitter flavor. But how I wish we can preserve the nutrients. If you just cut it without squeezing, you will be able to maximize the full nutritional value of bitter melon. That's a problem in squeezing out the juice. But again, that's the reason why I told you it's hard to answer, because those of you who cannot really, you squeeze it just for the sake that you, little by little, will learn how to appreciate it. For the beginners, we can advise that. But for those of you really into this kind of dish, no need to squeeze, no need to extract the juice. Okay.
So I think I'd like to put calamansi into that.
Okay. You can put calamansi, especially if you have added salt, right? Now, by the way, the lato is best when served fresh. No, you cannot recycle this one anymore. This one, the ampalaya, when there is leftover, you can still recycle.
You can actually cook it.
Yeah, but for this one, you really need to prepare a portion that is consumable. Do not prepare a lot for leftover. So we don't want any waste here. We don't want leftover. Now, putting calamansi will improve the flavor.
Calamansi always improves the flavor, I think.
So we have to mix this one.
I think I got too many calamansi. And be careful, by the way, not to have seeds, the calamansi seeds fall into.
So you have to remove, huh?
Yes, into the salad, because it will add to the bitter taste.
Okay. So this salad can actually be prepared for a few minutes, and I'm sure you don't need long time in preparation. All you need is just wash your vegetable, and if the family members are ready to eat, that's the time you have to cut and then mix, and you'll have the best salad. Now, if you will be turning the same thing to talbos ng kamote, you need to blanch, or you just have to cut it in small pieces. But again, what we are showing here is by just adding tomatoes and onions, you'll have a wide variety of salad. So, those of you who are listing our recipe, number 1 recipe is lato salad with tomatoes and onions. You don't need to put salt, right? And then ampalaya with tomatoes and onion, but you need to put little salt. Number 3, that can be your radish salad. And put your tomatoes and onions again. Number 4 recipe, yakon salad, no need for cooking.
Still this combination.
Slice your tomatoes and onions, and that becomes your yakon salad. The number 6. It's number 5. Yeah, number 5. Banana blossom salad, but you need to blanch. Okay? You need to blanch. The matured leaves should really be separated in cooking, and it must really be well done.
And number 6?
And then add again tomatoes and onions. And number 6, it's talbos ng kamote salad, tomatoes and onions again. Number 7,
eggplant
salad, but you can cook it. Yeah? You can either boil it
or broil
it. But when you broil, you have to remove the skin, okay? It's not good for the charcoal skin to add in your salad. Remove the skin, and then again put tomatoes and onions. Number 8. Are we on number 8 now?
Right, number 8. What else?
Okay, it's number 8. You can have your kangkong salad.
Oh yes, and also the cucumber.
The cucumber.
Yes,
okay,
salad.
So number 8 is kangkong salad. Are we on number 8 or number 9?
Number 8.
Okay, number 8, kangkong salad. But we need to put again your tomatoes and onion. Number 10, cucumber salad. Cucumber salad. Slice your cucumber. You have an option to include the skin or remove the skin. It's up to you. You don't need to cook your cucumber, and then add your tomatoes and onions again. And those of you who are watching us, maybe you can even add number 11. Number
Pechay.
2. Pechay salad. Okay.
Just, just slices into thin strips.
You don't need to cook, right? You don't need to cook pechay, especially if you have a good source of pechay. All you need is just slice it and then again put tomatoes and onions. And you have 2 options. You can also blanch the pechay and then again put tomatoes and onions. And another one is if you want to try bok choy. Bok choy is the Taiwan pechay. The Taiwan pechay, you can blanch it and then again put tomatoes and onions. So that can be our number 13. Number 14, those of you who have money for the broccoli, you buy your broccoli and you can put tomatoes and onions to your broccoli. And number 16,
lettuce.
you can put your lettuce. And number 17, maybe you can put your cauliflower.
Cauliflower again.
Yeah. And number 18, you can have Baguio beans boiled.
Oh, yes.
And then put tomatoes and onions. Number 19,
okra.
Boiled okra. And then put your tomatoes and onions.
But Doc, the okra, you can actually have it raw.
Yeah. Okra,
As long
especially
as it's
young okra,
organic.
you can have it raw. But again, you have 2 options. It's either you blanch it, boil it, or eat raw. Number 20.
20. So we have a lot of dishes
number
already.
20 recipe, you can have sitaw, boiled sitaw, and then put your tomatoes and onions. Actually, it's so easy to prepare. All you need is imagination. So in our show, we have already presented more than 20 recipes just today. And it's just a matter of imagination. By using tomatoes and onions, you will be able to create your own salad. And it's never-ending recipe.
Yes, yes.
I call it the tomato onion never-ending salad because you can just put your tomato and onions to any of the vegetable and you have your salad. So, this idea can actually, lessen the load to the moms
who are really busy
and they don't have time to
or those tired
prepare.
moms.
It's so easy to prepare, friends. All you have to do is start imagining. Your 2 main ingredients are tomatoes and onions, and then the rest, it's up to you. So friends, we keep on saying here, we can discover lots and lots in our kitchen. There are lots of treasures just from tomatoes and onions. You can actually enumerate maybe hundreds of recipes of salad by just adding tomatoes and onions. Creative. Start imagining and you will discover that there are lots of treasures in our kitchen. I keep on saying that good food is not everything when it comes to health, but without it, everything is nothing. So we invite you again to our next episode in this show, Kitchen Treasures. Thank you very much, Mian.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you for your new recipe.
Yeah, I enjoyed it here.
Yeah.